Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing a serpentine belt, tensioner pulley, and we're going to do the idler pulley on my 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4.0 4x4 motor. So we got the belt, and then we've got the idler pulley. I was just hearing noise. We did a trip up to Tampa. I was hearing a noise of bad bearings on either the tensioner or the idler. And if you're doing one, you might as well just do them all. You can do just one if you want, but I'm going through the whole kit and caboodle. Got all the parts right there. No big deal. It's a pretty easy fix. The biggest part is remembering which way the belt goes on. My wife just came back from work, so this thing is smoking hot right now. But just give you an idea, the belt goes around the bottom, which is the crank pulley, comes up around the water pump, back down around the compressor, AC compressor, up around the power steering pump, back around the idler pulley, up over the alternator, back around the tensioner pulley, and then all the way back down to the crank again. So you guys get a good view basically what's going on in there. So you're going to need a 1/2-inch drive ratchet, 3/8 drive ratchet, a 14mm or 9/16. You can do that for either one of these, and then a torque 40, which is just one of the Star Guys torque 40 to do this job. So to get the tension off the tensioner pulley, your 1/2-inch drive is going to go right inside the tensioner pulley, and then you're going to move it. Let's see, like you're tightening it, I think. Yeah, so you're gonna have it like you're tightening it, and you're gonna move it, and it's gonna take the slack off of that, and then you can pull the belt right off the alternator. I'm gonna go right in right there, and you're just gonna pull it like that, and it's gonna take the tension off enough to be able to get it off of one of the pulleys, probably this one right here. It all the way up, and I actually took it off that because it was the right hand was free, so I grabbed it off of that one. And then you can let this back down so the tension is off of it. Something I noticed, I had to put the belt back on because it hits this battery tray right down here when the tension's all the way off. So we actually have to start up here further, you know, up in this area right here, so when you let all the tension off, you can still get the ratchet off of the tensioner. I'm going to start up here, so I got plenty of room. Take the tension off of it, take the belt off of that. This is off, and let the tension back, and there, it ends right there. Now I can actually pull this out. Put a torque 40 into this nut here and break this free and get it off. Go ahead and loosen it right up, get the bolt out, it right off. This actually has like an O-ring holding this nut on. Some of these kits come with new nuts, this one did not. So we're gonna have to get that O-ring off to get that bolt out. You can see it was many miles on this thing. It worn in it, you know, decently, like not a huge amount, but look how thick this pulley is compared to that one. It's got some miles on it, you know. That may be the original one, how thick it was, but with me seeing these lines, it just makes me think that it's worn in it a little bit, at least a little bit. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, so we're gonna get this bolt out and get it into this one. Bolt's in the new one. We're gonna go ahead and set it down in place. You see it's got the two nub holes, and then you got the nubs here. They line right up and slide right into place. And then we'll go ahead and not tighten it all the way down, but we'll get it started for now. Start it in there by hand. Make sure you got it all the way in place and slid in, then you can go ahead and tighten it down. 14 doesn't fit very well on that, so we used 9/16. It actually went on much better than the 14 did. So we put that on, and we're going to loosen that, break that one free. Oh, hot. Notice that there is a spacer behind that pulley, so all this is going to come off in one shot. So just take it all off in one shot, spacer and everything. Alright, and this one is, all the bolt comes out of the spacer and everything, but this is the one that I was hearing, like it's gritty and grindy, and I can feel the bearing. But we got to get this spacer and this bolt out. So the bolt came out, and then the spacer comes out. It fits right inside of the bearing. New one, put the bolt in. Yeah, that bearing is just shot. Now this bearing can be knocked out, and you can put a new one in. It even has the numbers there. So if you really want to get really cheap, you could always do that if that was your issue, But these parts, super inexpensive. I'll put them in the description below. Just click on the link. They're not that expensive, all brand new, so it's up to you. It's really all your call. But this bearing is just shot, and that was the noise I was hearing, grinding. All right, I'm going to put the bolt through this. I'm going to put this back where it goes and tighten it down. Now I've got that in and nice and tight. I'm going to go ahead and remove the belt, just get it out of here. Start by getting the belt on the bottom crank pulley. We're going to go the back side around the water pump pulley. From the water pump pulley, we're going to go around the power steering. Oh no, not the power steering, sorry. We're going to go down around the, it's falling off. Down around the air compressor pulley. For just temporary, we're going to go around this. We're going to get this now up under the tensioner, or the idler pulley, and then we're going to work our way around the tensioner, but we're going to have to remove this and hold it on the bottom pulley at the same time. It's going to be a freaking joy. Got it around the tensioner and the idler and the alternator, and we've just slipped it off and kind of held it with this hand so that it's still on that bottom air compressor pulley. It's all in place. Now we got to pull up on this wrench to relieve tension, and we can slide this right onto this pulley here. Take a good look at everything, make sure everything seems like it's on. Like this right now doesn't look like it's on completely. It's kind of sliding off the back, so I'm going to relieve tension and bring it out a little bit. Although I think I'm very close. I'm close enough. I'm just going to bump the motor, and don't start it, just turn it. If it turns on, just shut it right back off real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. You don't want to damage the new belt, so you're trying not to run it. Oh, let me get the key. You're trying not to run it. You're just trying to move it a little bit to make sure everything stays in place. So, all right, that should have turned it over a little bit. Let's see what everything looks like. Okay, see, that belt went right up into place like it was supposed to. Everything looks like it's riding perfect. Nice shiny new parts. Let's start this thing up and then turn it off and see what it does. Make sure it doesn't kick the belt or anything. Alright, everything's on, everything's working. Turn it off, check it one more time. Yeah, everything's perfect. Look at that. Alright guys, everything looks freaking great to me. Hope this helped you guys out a little bit in some way. If it did, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I will be doing some more work on this. It's my wife's car, so I kind of try to keep up on stuff on it, I'm going to be doing some sway bar bushings, I think, next week. or this week maybe, even if they come in soon enough. I always take, you know, extra parts like this. Like this belt's still good. You never know what kind of road debris you're gonna hit. We take this on trips and stuff, so I'm gonna put it up under the spare tire just in case we get a bad, you know, piece of road debris that breaks the belt or something stupid happens, you know, and it'll be all right. Yeah, so this helped you out. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Want to do any advertising on my channel, message me. All the parts will be in the description below. Peace.